I don't need speculation, I need confirmation. If he's emerged, then we'll need to take action. It may require calling in assistance. No, right now I can't say for sure. She agreed to stay and work more on her book with free access to my library. She seems satisfied for now. She insists on paying some rent, but for now the money is going into an account so I can return it to her later. Of course I'll keep watch over her. You best mind your place and remember who she is to me. I lost her once already to my own folly. I will not let her be taken by a madman. Oh, you are forgiven. Take Damsel. She's our best tracker. If he has emerged, she'll be able to hunt him down. Confirm and return. Do not engage. That is an order. See that you do. Oh. It's just a suspicion. There's no proof. Wait until you hear back from Damsel, Alexis. She'll put this whole thing to rest. It's just paranoia. That's all. Working here again? There are gardens and offices and a living room you can use as well if you like. You don't have to stay in the library. The books are allowed out, but no. I find you in here so often. Perhaps I should move your bed in. No, don't apologize. I'm glad you're finding my books useful. Between work and managing the estate, I don't have much time to just sit and read. It used to be something I enjoyed a lot in my free time, but it seems the more we advance and make things simpler, the more complex the paperwork is. You have such a charming laugh. Nothing. Just, I hope you're finding your stay here comfortable. The guest rooms haven't been used for a while, but they are aired out and cleaned regularly, so I'm confident your room isn't too stuffy. Oh, you don't need to thank me again, dear. I have the space and the resources, and it's nice to have someone around the manor. I just hope my offer didn't offend the people you were staying with. Ah, good. I'm glad. They seemed like a very nice couple. Are they a relation? I never really thought to ask. Sponsors? Yes, I think there is an academic program like that, though I can't really say much about it. My family may put a lot of funds back into the country's infrastructure, but I can't say I know much about where it all goes. You think so? I suppose. It never really crossed my mind that someone might abuse the funds I offer. My family is old and very well established. We've funded large projects within the country for so long. I suppose you could say we've had almost as much influence on it as the royal family. I imagine we probably kept a much closer eye on things before. Now it's simply signing off on proposals or fund renewals. Oh, yes, I do like to take on projects myself from time to time. I'm sure you noticed the computers in the library are fairly new. I had them replaced last year. I believe the ones they had were very outdated. Well, with so much information on the internet now, and so much work and communication done online, it seemed sensible to have a decent computer system set up for people who might not be able to afford it at home. Thank you. I do try. I want the people of this country to be happy. While I don't do these things for any kind of recognition, I must say, having such a lovely lady compliment me does make me happy. You've gone quite pink. Oh, the warmth of the fireplace, is it? Well, perhaps you should step away for a moment. I'd hate for you to get overheated sitting too close. We don't want you to faint again. There we are. Still close enough to be warm and far enough to not burn your skin. My hands are cold? Ah, yes. I suppose they are, even in a warm room. Ah, I see you're getting ready to apologize. It's alright. We talk so often, I'm not surprised if such a small detail about my poor blood circulation slipped your mind. I finished my work for the day. What about you? Have you found any helpful books? That's excellent. Will you be able to adapt anything you found into a story for your book? I understand adapting a story is only half the battle. Some of the language in those older tales is awkward. I suppose the first thing you have to do is write the story in a more cohesive way for a modern audience, and then put it into your own words so you're not just copying someone else's work. What? Where on earth did you find this? No, give it here. What does that say? Ha! The Vampire's Reluctant Bride. That can't be right. I would expect someone much paler and much skinnier as a vampire, but I suppose a fit man with his shirt off sells more books. You found it here? My goodness. I didn't know I had anything like this in my library. I am weak for detective novels, and some of those silly sci-fi novels you're more likely to find at a gas station book rack than a library, but nothing like this. Why do I feel like someone left this here to tease me? Dr. Carver, I'm sure you left this. Oh, an old joke among friends. Because I work late into the night, I can be a bit of a night owl. And of course, because my circulation problems, I'm rather pale. So it became a bit of a joke that I'm secretly a vampire. Feasting on the blood of secretaries who don't file their paperwork properly. Mwahaha. A kind vampire? What makes you say that, my dear? Well, offering you a place to stay and access to my library is because I support your work. I'd like to see these old fairy tales see new life in the modern era. As for not drinking your blood, well, that's just good manners. You are my guest, after all. You know, I never really thought about it. What about you? How would you feel meeting a vampire? If they were real, and not just tragic figures in novels, what would you do? What would you say? Oh, yes, I suppose wanting to learn about history from someone's own eye would be interesting. As for me, I think I'd ask what it's like. Living so long. Getting to a point where you can see what's coming. Maybe not specifically, but with a level of mundane confidence. What do I mean? Well, think about it. How far into the future can you see? Can you see where you'll be in a year? Exactly. For humans, time is short, and changes come so quickly. Things happen so fast. You can't see more than a few seconds ahead, and even then you could be wrong. But for someone so long lived, even with the little incidents that, to a human, could be catastrophic. Everything is the same. Day after day, year after year. Time would march on with you, I imagine. Very little real variety once one becomes used to the pattern of life. Faces would pass in the blink of an eye, and while names would change, the ultimate pattern never will. Friends would be made and lost until even their bones are dirt. A story known by heart and told at every table would eventually be forgotten by everyone but you. A human couldn't sit and watch the slow growth of a seed in soil into a tree, but a vampire would see that tree grow, and then the seeds of it grow, and so on. It is sad, isn't it? To be so disconnected, so fundamentally different from everyone and everything around you. To the point, even impassable mountains are now nothing more than a mere obstacle in the way of learning and travel. We've even reached the stars, touched the heavens that used to hang above us, holding mysteries we could scarcely imagine. Part of it might be thrilling to see the growth of civilization, the advancement and change of technology, but it's like a film. You can watch, but you're never part of it. Even if you get involved, reach out and touch the screen, even if you edit the film, you're still not a real part of it. You can only, at most, alter it. Hmm? Oh, yeah. I'm alright. I don't know what came over me, I guess. Maybe I thought about it more than I realized. I'm sorry for going off on such a tangent. We were having such a lovely conversation. Thank you, but I assure you, I'm fine. Oh, the cook made a pie, and I believe someone mentioned before being fond of pie. Shall we go see what kind she made? You don't need to run. It's not going anywhere. Wait up. You can't eat all of it yourself. Leave some for me.